Servus, hier ist der Axel. Ich spiele weiter Milkmaid of the Milky Way. I had bruised my lip, but... naja, gut. Das war mir jetzt zu schnell. Ich habe praktisch kein Inventar mehr, da geht's durch, aber ich will mir hier gerade dieses Ding angucken. There was a sheet of our panel that I couldn't dismantle. Oh je. I felt fear. I heard footsteps near. Hello? The old man spoke in a strange tongue, his voice and face far from young. Instead of trying to understand, I turned away and ran from the man. There's another one. Oh. The queen-like figure started with eyes so tense. She spoke in a language that made no sense. I told her quite frankly, I don't understand. Your words must derive from a faraway land. I think in that moment we both understood. Speaking like this would do us no good. Oh. Her words sounded strange, but now they made sense. She asked me my name, her voice slightly tense. I told her the truth. My name is Ruth. Ruth, she said, her eyes narrow. She sent a tremor through my marrow. This is Wieder. Welcome aboard. You managed to get here of your own accord. I am Amrita, call me impressed. Getting on board must have been quite a quest. What can I say? I faced my fear. I couldn't just stay and see my cows disappear. This useful irreverence, I find it refreshing. This might all have been a blessing. I needed to ask, ahem, where are my cows and why did you take them? Your questions are many, I'm sure. Let me rather give you a tour. Come, she said, and gestured me to follow. Down the corridor our footsteps sounded hollow. Ja, dann folge mal. Welcome to the Vida, come with me, there's much to show and much to see. Ruth, please, up this way, I don't want you to get away. Das sieht aber nicht so gut aus hier. This is the biodome, our holy retreat. Here the animals sleep and eat. The dome was filled with air and light. It truly was a magnificent sight. This is the high point of our tour. As you can see, your cows are secure. All I could say, what are they? Once the milk beasts were plentiful and diverse, now these are the last 4 in the universe. Amrita's head hung low. Whoa, the last bull died aeons ago. What did you do with my head, with your wand just before, I said. The brief pain notwithstanding, it gave you the gift of understanding. As I asked, my heart nearly skipped a beat. Are my cows merely food for your beasts to eat? Amrita laughed. Milk beasts are herbivores. They are peaceful and only eat grass, of course. I must see your cows. I got word of our herdsman. He says they're wonderful, quite a specimen. The huge beasts were a sight to behold. Peaceful and leathery, they surely looked old. A rock seemed to float mid-air, like gravity wasn't there. It was nothing like home, this huge, strange dome. In the middle a blue lake, probably there for the animals' sake. Blicke! I let out a huge breath of relief. They hadn't ended up as ground beef. This is Pal, our expert on bovine. He says your cows are divine. His voice was old, I must admit. These are beautiful, a perfect fit. A perfect fit, you say? For what, if I may? For the sacrifice, of course, he said without remorse. What sacrifice? Tell me now, and no lies. Girl, please stop your crying. You see, our breed is slowly dying. Through vision blurred I heard, only your cows can save our herd. My heart sank like a stone. You kill my cows to save your own? Not kill per se, but a sacrifice must be made, I'm sorry to say. What does this sacrifice compromise, and why does it lead to my cow's demise? I understand what I am saying is bold. We transfer youth from the young to be old. To believe, it must be seen. Let me show you the age machine. Her voice was proud. She said, Ruth, this is the machine that regains lost youth. Your cows will save our holy herd when we have their age transferred. Why do you need my cows for this? It felt like being swallowed by an abyss. A trade must be made for aging to reverse. These are the laws of the universe. Matter from matter, they must be the same. Age is an ember, but youth is a flame. You can't make me, I can choose. I won't let you, I refuse. Amrita tilted her head and smiled. You act like you have a say in this, child. I'm taking my cows, I'm leaving this ship, I said with a stiff upper lip. The young believe they hold the power, but time will grind your bones to flour. My knees went weak, I could not speak. Walk inspired a voice, I followed it without choice. Don't worry, Ruth, I'll only take your youth. Whoa! Bones bent, skin crawled, heart pounding, my mind appalled. Jetzt bin ich eine alte Frau. Und dick werde ich auch gleich, wenn ich alt werde. Super. Und Hängebusen. Ja. I'm happy to see you up and awake. I'm sure you're confused, your body must ache. The man seemed understanding. I didn't have to explain that every part of my body was in excruciating pain. Why is my body different, I asked in dismay, and why has my blonde hair turned to grey? Your youth was stolen by our queen when she put you in the age machine. His shocking words cut me like a knife. With a poof, I was at the end of my life. But what can I do? Can it be reversed? Can I get young again, or am I cursed? I'd love to help you, but I have no years to spare. This ship is filled with elders as far as I'm aware. Now please excuse me, I have lots of work to do. The feast is soon upon us, and I would hide if I were you. It was an unfamiliar appliance meant for some strange science. Please don't touch that drink. It's not ready, I think. I'm sorry, I had to exclaim. I never quite got your name. Oh, pardon me my forgetful condition. Gopal's my name, the ship's physician. Right now I'm having trouble with the yeast. I'm preparing the brew for the upcoming feast. I hope I've left you less confused. Please, Ruth, may I be excused? It was a mystery I needed to unravel. What is this ship, and from where did you travel? We have traveled for countless generations, searching, visiting, and making new relations. Our history goes back 1,000 suns. We have made countless galaxy runs. I was born long after the last bull had died. For ages Amrita has been our master and guide. We search, we pray, we abide the rules, but the future is bleak when we are kept as old fools. I looked around suspicious. Why is Amrita the queen so vicious? Be careful, these walls have eyes and ears. You don't want to lose any more years. Amrita is our queen and supreme leader. She keeps us up at bay and forces us to feed her. Everyone's afraid, we bow with closed lips. She controls everything with the staff she equips. She takes care of our herd, that's the truth, but most important for her is her own youth. She has taken so many years from our lives. When we are gone, she's the one who survives. I asked with a slight apprehension, what is this feast you mention? When the milk beasts are rejuvenated, we celebrate. Amrita the queen demands it, and we must fill her plate. Gopal's head hung. I wish it was I who got young. Goodbye. Was soll ich nochmal Feast fragen? Cloth empires in different styles. I asked the lady who was sewing, hello there, how is it going? Hello dear, I'm awfully occupied. Her face looked puffy like she'd recently cried. I'm Ruth, the milkmaid, I said. I'm Anissa, I work with needle and thread. The sewing looked terribly painstaking. What, may I ask, are you making? Oh my stars, I'm going to be sick. The cape I'm making is far too thick. Amrita demands a flowing cape, but my fabrics are heavy and won't hold its shape. I can't make this cloth fly like silk in time before the feast of the milk. Do you know any way to get young again? Maybe I could trade years with some younger men. The seamstress went quiet, her sewing slow. She muttered, I'm sorry, I wouldn't know. I swear I saw a boy back there. I don't know what you mean. Now I'll have to finish this for the queen. What is this cape you're making? Anissa's hand was shaking. The queen has explicitly expressed that this cape shall leave everyone impressed. If the cape won't trape tenderly over the queen, she surely will put me in the age machine. But my fabrics are heavy as leather, the cape must be light as a feather. Just a big pile of textile. I spotted a tuft of black hair. Hey, who's back there? This is Halim, the last boy on board. He must be hidden until order is restored. If Amrita finds out our hope is lost, we must keep him a secret at all costs. When I grow up, I'll change the rules. I won't let the queen treat us like fools. Halim, my boy, your time will come, but now I need you to keep mum. Now quick, go hide, Anissa cried. Okay. Ein Rebell. What's that? Oh, das ist eine Schachtel. Ich schau mir mal die Schachtel an. Ah, jetzt darfst du erstmal darüber. A burning flame with no sense of gravity was floating mid-air in a huge round cavity. It looked like a huge humming spider, only bigger, only wider. It was a revolving spool spinning like a whirlpool. I gave it a stare, but there was nothing there. A crate probably used for freight. Freight, natürlich. Hello there, miss. I am the mechanic, Viz. You look new. Have I seen you before? And what did you become? What did you come down here for? I explained my dire situation. Viz shook his head for the whole duration. How can she demand our support when all she does is extort? If I wasn't this old, I'd disobey. My power tools would sure make way. What are you repairing? I asked and looked at the strange thing. This is a hover sled, an older design. We used it to herd our bovine. But there's been problems with the steering. It has a tendency to suddenly start veering. And of course no one here can ride the sled. We're too old and soon we'll all be dead. Do you need help to fix it? I can aid. You just have to teach me the tools of the trade. There's not much you can do to help, I think, unless you'd get me something too cool to drink. Da haben wir schon. Okay. Was haben wir hier? Don't touch that, he said with a scoff. That power tooth will rip your face right off. Hey lady, hold still. No one touches my power drill. Don't touch that, he said with a scoff. Alright. It looked like some kind of blueprint. Symbols so tiny I had to squint. He looked up and said with certain snide, to use that dimensional focuser you need to be qualified. Hey there, let me set you straight. No one touches my void crate. Er will wohl nicht, dass ich seine Sachen anlange. Also da geht's nicht weiter. Gehen wir halt wieder hoch. Und die Maschine noch angucken. Cursed this broken hover sled, a sweating mechanic said. Jetzt rennt sie nicht mehr so flott in der Gegend rum. Und er will was Kaltes trinken, dann kann ich vielleicht das dem Labor. Ne, da geht's nicht lang. Okay. Oh, was sind das denn? Die ganz alten. The sleeping person looked old and frail, breath so heavy, skin so pale. Once these people had probably been agile, now they looked close to death, so fragile. The woman looked like a great-grandparent, just skin and bones, almost transparent. Where all these elders here at rest, a result of Amrita's youth-obsessed quest? There was one bed left free. I hoped it wasn't meant for me. Und passiert irgendwas? Ah ja. Everything seems to be in order here. I have to go back with my brewing beer. Was ist das? It was hard on my body to kneel, but I picked up a bolt and made it of steel. A glowing matter was shining so great under the stuck, bent metal plate. I hadn't been here long, but I guessed it meant that something was wrong. Huh? It looked like the rising beam of light could reverse gravity, but just not quite. A metal screw more old than new. I didn't really have any plans, but I needed tools, not just my hands. Also da brauche ich... Zack. Dann gehe ich zu meinem Bier. I want some. I could take that glass, yes, but that would create a big wet mess. Also dann muss ich erstmal das Glas nehmen. I picked up the empty jar. Now where was the nearest bar? Nochmal klingeln. Austauschen. I switched glasses, hoping bla blub. Ich wollte jetzt schnell weg. It smelled faintly of yeast, but it was cold at least. So, jetzt bringe ich dem noch das Bier und krieg dann hoffentlich ein Power Tool. You are a kind woman, you're the first who's come down here to quench my thirst. What are you repairing? Blah blah blah. Also jetzt habe ich was zum Trinken, jetzt kriege ich vielleicht das... What are you repairing, may I ask? That tool is meant for a specific task. Looks like an elevator bolt to me. You can borrow my drill to get those free. Awesome. I normally don't lend out my tools, but you've been kind, so I'm bending the rules. Die arme alte Frau so hetzen. Das muss ich noch machen. If I open the metal cover, maybe the glowing method I'd discover. Was ist das? It was a strange soft material, lighter than air, ethereal. Ah, das kann ich der... Das kann ich der für ihren Stoff geben. Bestimmt. Aber das mache ich beim nächsten Mal. Ich muss jetzt hier wieder im echten Leben was machen. Ich sage tschüss, bis zum nächsten Mal. Axel, auch bekannt als Videospieler. Tschüss. Und damit sind wir am Ende dieses Videos angelangt. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, ich habe noch jede Menge mehr Videos in meinem Kanal. Schaut rein, abonniert, unterstützt mich finanziell auf Patreon, würde mich freuen. Tschüss und vielen Dank.